Embarking on your spiritual journey is a profound quest, rich with moments of enlightenment and challenges that shape your inner growth. It's effortless to stray from the path or find yourself in a stagnant phase, yet each stumble serves as a valuable lesson. Certain missteps have become recognizable markers on the road to spiritual evolution. As we examine these common pitfalls, keep in mind that awareness serves as our invaluable companion. Recognizing these errors isn't about dwelling in guilt or regret. Instead, it acts as a guiding compass, directing you toward a more fulfilling and genuine spiritual experience. Let's explore the insights that can empower you to sidestep these common traps and traverse your spiritual path with confidence and authenticity. 1. Embracing the power of choice in spiritual growth. Guiding the narrative of your spiritual journey is pivotal. It's about seizing control with every moment, every thought, and every action. The essence lies in recognizing the profound freedom embedded in these choices. Spirituality isn't a static destination, it's an ever-evolving odyssey. Rather than aspiring for a perpetual state of calm, it's about dancing with life's highs and lows, harmonizing with the perpetual melody of existence, ready to become part of the eternal symphony. The pitfall of good deeds for selfish ends. Picture a painter crafting exquisite art not for the pure joy it brings or the art itself, but solely for the applause that ensues. The artwork might still be breathtaking, but its creation stems from ego rather than authentic expression. Similarly, performing good deeds solely for self-validation is a slippery slope. Acts of kindness can create positive ripples, yet their intent matters profoundly. As Mother Teresa wisely noted, it's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. Are you lifting others or merely seeking spiritual credit? Doing good for self-importance can lead to inefficacy, as the focus shifts from their needs to your emotions. If your good deeds don't yield the expected appreciation, it's time to reassess motives. Shift from, "What will this do for me?" to, "What will this do for them?" True altruism springs from love and empathy, free from self-serving interests. Release the attachment to outcomes, and you'll authentically serve others, enriching your spiritual journey. Removing the ego opens the door to genuine joy and satisfaction, making a positive impact with no strings attached. 2. Thinking that spirituality is a destination. Imagine viewing spirituality as a final destination. Belief that reaching a certain point will transform life into a continuous stream of effortless joy. This notion, however, is akin to assuming a musical masterpiece is solely about its concluding note. The true beauty lies in the melody that guides you there. Philosopher Alan Watts encapsulates this perspective, emphasizing that life is a musical experience, inviting us to sing and dance amidst the ongoing composition. Contrary to the misconception that spiritual attainment guarantees a perpetual state of bliss, it's more analogous to honing a discerning ear for music. Spiritual growth doesn't bestow a lifetime achievement award of unending happiness. Instead, it enables you to engage with life's intricacies in a harmonious manner. Expecting immunity from challenges is akin to a fairy tale. Spirituality doesn't eliminate difficulties, it equips you with the perspective and tools to navigate them gracefully. Picture yourself as a seasoned musician, capable of turning even discordant notes into meaningful components of the composition. In essence, spirituality is not a static destination but a continuous dance with the ever-evolving melody of life. 3. Looking externally for answers is another common pitfall. In the pursuit of wisdom and enlightenment, the journey often takes the form of an external quest, guiding us from one guru to another, from one supposed sign to the next. It's akin to a treasure hunt, where the conviction is that X marks the spot holding all the elusive answers. However, consider this: what if the true treasure chest isn't an external destination but resides within us, patiently waiting to be unlocked? Imagine the treasures of insight, understanding, and enlightenment not scattered across distant landscapes but concealed within the depths of your own being. The external search transforms into an internal exploration, uncovering the richness that exists within your own consciousness. It challenges the notion that ultimate wisdom is a distant goal to be reached and instead suggests that the keys to profound understanding are already in your possession. This perspective invites a shift from an outward journey, dependent on external validations, to an inward journey, tapping into the vast reservoir of inner wisdom. The idea is not to dismiss external guidance but to recognize that the most profound discoveries often lie in recognizing and unlocking the latent potential within oneself. So, as you embark on your quest for wisdom, consider turning the gaze inward, for the treasure you seek might be closer than you think, within the depths of your own existence. Often, we become reliant on external sources for guidance, as though we're wandering travelers dependent on a GPS. While there's value in seeking wisdom from knowledgeable teachers or observing signs of synchronicities, it's crucial not to become overly dependent on them. It's like learning to cook by always following someone else's recipe, never daring to create a dish on your own. If you don't trust your own taste buds, you'll never discover your own flavor. When we constantly look for external cues, we risk sidelining our own intuition. The mindset that the universe owes me an explanation can be counterproductive, distancing us from our innate wisdom. Waiting for the stars to align before making a decision can paralyze us, turning us into passive observers rather than active participants in our lives. In the poetic words of Rumi, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. This encapsulates the profound truth that, in the simplicity of silencing the mind, we open ourselves to hearing our inner voice with greater clarity. Picture this: closing your eyes, immersing yourself in the rhythm of your breath, and allowing the mental fog to dissipate, unveiling a path that resonates with your authentic self. Amidst the noise of the external world, your heart holds an innate understanding of your needs. It's a matter of tuning out the clamor, creating a serene space where the whispers of your inner self can be heard. This isn't about rejecting the external world but rather about creating a quietude that fosters a profound connection with your own essence. Consider this act of quieting the mind as a journey inward, a sacred moment where the cacophony of external influences fades, and the voice of your true self emerges. It's an intentional pause in the midst of life's hustle, a moment to reconnect with your own wisdom. So, as you embrace the practice of stillness, remember that within that silence lies the resonance of your heart's knowing, waiting to guide you on a path that aligns with your deepest truth. In essence, while it's beneficial to gather knowledge and perspectives from various sources, don't lose sight of your most reliable guide, yourself. As you evolve spiritually, you'll find that your inner wisdom becomes richer, more nuanced, and incredibly insightful. So go ahead, consult your teachers with the signs, but when the time comes to make a choice, remember to also turn inward. True spiritual empowerment comes when you realize that you are your most authentic guide. Instead of being the leaf carried by external winds, become the winded self guiding yourself through life's complexities with your own inner wisdom. Trust in that wisdom, it's been there all along, waiting for you to listen. Thinking you are above others embarking on a spiritual journey can sometimes lead to an unintended sense of superiority over those perceived as less enlightened. It's a deceptive slope that can taint the essence of spirituality itself. Imagine someone who climbs a mountain and, from that new vantage point, looks down upon those still in the valley as lesser beings. The irony is that the very climb, which should instill a sense of unity and humility, becomes a reason for division and arrogance. Spirituality isn't an exclusive club, nor is the trophy to flaunt as if reaching a certain level of spiritual understanding suddenly makes one a better human being. It's crucial to acknowledge that each person's journey is unique, shaped by individual experiences, lessons, and their own pace. As the saying goes, don't judge my story by the chapter you walked in on. It's possible that those who don't engage in meditation or express themselves in spiritual terms are some of the most genuine, kind-hearted individuals you'll encounter. They might not jot down gratitude lists daily, but their actions reflect gratitude. They may not articulate love as a spiritual principle, yet they embody it as supportive friends, caring family members, or considerate neighbors. In essence, spirituality transcends mere knowledge. It's about how you live your life. If your spiritual path doesn't cultivate compassion, understanding, and humility, its purpose is defeated. True spirituality isn't about preaching peace but embodying it. As the Dalai Lama wisely stated, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Passing judgment based on others' spiritual practices is not only unfair but counterproductive. Elevating yourself above others denies the chance for shared growth and mutual understanding. Genuine spirituality promotes inclusivity, recognizing that each person is on a different point in their journey. Instead of looking down on those who may seem less enlightened, extend a hand to lift them up or, even better, learn from their unique perspectives. The spiritual journey is less about accumulating knowledge or adhering to specific rituals and more about nurturing virtues like compassion, humility, and unity. It's an ongoing internal growth process that enables you to navigate the world with a heart brimming with love and a spirit free from judgment. So, when the inclination to place yourself above others arises due to your spiritual practices, remember that true growth is measured not by how high you've climbed but by how wide you've extended your arms to embrace others. The trap of complexity in spiritual practices can detour us from authentic living. When it comes to spiritual growth, there's a deceptive notion that complexity equals depth. The idea seduces us into thinking that the more elaborate our rituals, mantras, or meditation techniques, the closer we are to achieving spiritual enlightenment. We might spend hours crafting intricate ceremonies or amassing a collection of sacred texts, all the while assuming that we have deepened our connection to the spiritual realm. The irony is we might be doing just the opposite. The more we focus on the complexities, the further we may drift from the essence of spiritual practice, which often lies in life's simplest moments. This fixation on intricate spiritual practices can subtly lead to consequences that extend beyond the spiritual realm. It has the potential to detach us from the foundational elements of our lives. While we immerse ourselves in mastering complex techniques, it becomes easy to overlook our physical well-being, neglect important relationships, and disregard our everyday responsibilities. Our pursuit of spiritual complexity might absorb the time and energy that should rightfully be devoted to essential aspects of living. It's comparable to meticulously painting decorations on a boat's sails while neglecting to ensure the vessel itself is seaworthy. In our aspiration to soar to spiritual heights, we may inadvertently forget to keep our feet firmly on the ground. The delicate balance falters, and there's a risk of becoming spiritually top-heavy, investing so much in ethereal pursuits that we become unstable in the material world. Simple, grounding acts like maintaining a healthy diet, spending quality time with family, or fulfilling work responsibilities can fade into the background. We become so engrossed in the clouds of spiritual complexity that we lose touch with the earth beneath our feet. What's the alternative? Striving for a balanced approach where spiritual practices enrich rather than overshadow our daily lives. Techniques and rituals should serve as supportive tools on our journey, not become the journey itself. When these practices start to complicate rather than clarify, it's a signal to step back and reevaluate. In conclusion, let's heed the wisdom of Albert Einstein: make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. This sage advice resonates in the realm of spirituality. A balanced life allows for both spiritual exploration and the fulfillment of earthly responsibilities. Both are essential for a truly enriched existence. As we wrap up, If you found resonance in our conversation, I'd genuinely appreciate it if you could tap that subscribe button and share the video with anyone you think might find it beneficial. Grateful for your presence here, and until our paths cross again, take good care.